Gather around. It's time for the show to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Hey everyone, my name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
Alright, there were so many matches this year that were just too much.
So this won't be a shocker because we've had a handful of really awesome matches that we just can't stop talking about.
How many times have these guys fought? Like it's been quite a bit.
I've been saying this all year. They're just so great to watch. We saw the heel turn coming, and then when it happened, nice and bloody, both dramatic and beautiful.
You are now entering the ring with Shoots and Ladders podcast.
Shoots and Ladders, WrestleMania 41, Night 1 predictions. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hey friends, how's it going? It's Desiree Josen.
We don't have to say much. The only thing I will say is, ever since we started this podcast, we were waiting for this moment, and it's arrived. Des, what are your early thoughts?
It's Mania time! I am so excited. I've got butterflies in my stomach because I'm so excited. We are just 1 week away, and I cannot wait until next weekend.
Absolutely. And we're going to run through these predictions in the order which we think the card's going to go. We'll match that up once that comes through. First match, we actually think Gunther is going to open up with Jey Uso. Who do you have, and what's your predicted grade?
Okay. You know what? It's been a long road for Jey, and he is not called main event Jey Uso for no reason. So, I think it's time. I'm going to put my money on Jey. Gunther's had a very good run, but I think it's going to be a really good match. Lots of energy. Both are powerhouses. So, yeah, this is going to be a no-brainer for opening up Mania.
Yeah, 100% with you on that. Honestly, I was a little scared that they may pull the rug under us and try to pull a switch. Don't do that. Go cliche, because that would be a waste of a Royal Rumble winner. And we say this consistently, strike while the iron's hot, give Jey the win, the crowd will explode. The crowd's going to explode once they see them coming to the ring, especially to the stands, and when he wins and everyone's going to the yeet, I'm going to give this match an A+. I think this would be the best way to start Mania.
Absolutely. It's going to be an A, definitely. And yeah, Jey, he's going to win. It's no doubt.
All right, sounds good. All right, next match is going to be that we predict is going to go on the card is Rey Mysterio versus El Grande. I don't think neither of us are excited about this match. I don't think the general audience is either, but what do you have to say?
I've never really said this about WWE when it comes to their match card, but this isn't a Mania match. They shouldn't have put this on here. I get Rey Mysterio, and we already kind of have our gut feeling of who El Grande Americano is. I think it's going to be okay. I guess Rey. I guess that's why I'm just like this is up in the air. It could really go both ways of how they want to play the storyline.
Sounds good. And what grade would you give this match?
I might just give it a B.
Yeah, I'll give it a B. And here's the funny thing: I actually like Chad Gable. I think he's very talented. I just they gotta get rid of these stupid gimmicks because it's actually holding him back.
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna go El Grande, and I'll give it a B as well. And I think this is just a filler. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad we're on the same page. All right, next match. I'm not even too excited about this match, but War Raiders versus New Day. Who you got, and what is your grade?
I feel like the Raw tag team division is kind of running flat. And the War Raiders, I'm just surprised that they're holding titles just because they just haven't done that much, at least in my perspective. But with the New Day turning heel, it would only make sense for them to win and run with this heel turn. So my money's on the New Day with winning, and I'll give it like a B.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, you know what? I'll just go ahead and, I'll pick the New Day as well, because that's the only thing that actually makes sense storyline-wise. It's kind of funny. Kofi Kingston headlined Mania a couple years ago and won the title, and now he's kind of as a mid carder for a tag team title match, but which is kind of interesting. Yeah, it's really weird. But yeah, I think that's the only thing that makes sense. I'm kind of with you. I think the tag team division for Raw isn't at its peak right now. But yeah, that being said, let's just go ahead and give it to the New Day. And again, let's just move on. Now let's get to the fun matches.
Yeah.
All right. So next match we got is Jade versus Naomi. I really love the way they set up the storyline. I think this is going to be a lot of fun spots. Who you got and what's your grade?
I think there's going to be tons of aggression, and I love it. And as much as we want Jade to really beat up Naomi, which I really think she's going to, and I feel like this is like her second debut again since she's been out a little bit. But with Naomi turning heel, it's about damn time, because I was getting a little bored with her being the nice girl. So, and I feel like I want more of her to be more of a heel. So I would actually love to see Naomi win. Okay. So I'm shooting for that. And I'm going to give it I'm giving it an A.
Okay, sounds good. I love it. All right, I'm going to pick Jade just because I think Jade's hot right now, and I'll explain when we get to episode part 2. But yeah, I think Jade's going to win. I think it's going to be an A match, though, because I think we're going to see a lot of cool spots. I can see a little bit of a couple of these ladies going through tables, some chairs involved. I think it's going to be like kind of like a super grudge match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I like this match, though.
Yeah.
All right, so next match. Okay, LA Knight versus Fat 2. We know I love LA Knight, but I kind of have a direction I'm going to go this match, but let's hear what you have to say first.
Yep, absolutely. We love LA Knight. He is a superstar. However, I think it's time for Fatu to really get that title, get some gold on him. He's been pushed for a really long time, and I think Mania is going to make him a title holder. So my money is on Fatu. And it's going to be an A match. They're both really great in the ring, and it'll be fun to watch both of these go at it. But yeah, we're gonna see that belt change hands.
Yeah, I actually mirror everything you have to say. I love LA Knights. The only thing to double down on this is I think if Fatu wins, we're gonna see a face turn. You're gonna somewhat see a lot of cheers, and like the next night, he'll probably start an angle at Solo. And I think it's ready. We're ready for that as well.
I was just about to say, I think he's going to win. It's going to die down a little bit, and Solo is going to get a little jealous and cause some heat between them two.
Absolutely. And the other cool thing too, I think it's time for LA Knight to be elevated to world title status. He's going to want to fight for the title, and he can just say, "Hey, look, you know what? I'm bored with the United States title anyway, so let me move up."
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm going Fat 2, and I'm going to give it an A as well.
Perfect.
All right, so now we have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte. These promos have been interesting, to say the least. I'll be nice. But I think this is going to be a fun match. But what do you have to say?
Those promos, are those shoots? I'm loving it. I'm loving the drama. I just don't feel like Charlotte is loving being a heel, and she and her ego can't take it. So just deal with it. It works. It works great on you. And like we said in the very beginning, Tiffany is going to win. Her past wins and the other PLEs have really proven her, I guess, legitimacy as a champion. So I think with this new attitude with her and her aggression and her confidence, she is going to remain the title holder. So it's just going to put Tiffany over even more.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to give it an A.
A match? Okay, sounds good. Okay, I am actually with you. I think it makes more sense to have Tiffy win, although I'm going to flip it. And I say this because it's just one of those things. I think creative is obsessed with Charlotte, and they're going to do what she says. My personal prediction is they're going to pull a switch. I think Charlotte's going to win. Somehow she's going to end up being the face by the end of the match, and I think Tiffany's going to end up being the heel. So I think, yeah, I know. That's just my gut feeling. I could be completely wrong. I think most people would probably like where you're where you have this predicted, but I have that feeling that she has a lot of political connections in the back. That's just my take. But yeah, I still think it's going to be an A match.
Yeah.
All right. Last match. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Rollins. Obviously, Paul Heyman's going to be in the corner of CM Punk. This is by far one of the best storylines they've set up in a long time, especially for it to not be a title.
I'm
Right.
so excited. This one is fantastic. There's so much history between everybody, and it's not like new heat. This is like 10 years plus of relationships, and I'm so proud of myself. I called it. I knew what that favor was. I knew he wanted Paul. And but you know what? With Roman and Seth reigning supreme for the past couple of years, I think Punk is going to win. I just have this gut feeling that it's his time to not only main event but also win. And I feel like Paul's going to be stuck in the middle. I have a gut feeling he may be by himself because he doesn't want to choose, or he may walk out by himself. I don't know, but I definitely know, and I just feel it. Punk is going to win.
Okay, sounds good. I'm assuming this is an A match for you.
A+.
Yeah, 100%. This could end up being the best match of Mania overall, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and again, I we were texting yesterday, and I literally was saying, like, look, this is one of the best storylines I've seen them have in a long time. Anything involving Paul Heyman usually just has an amazing storyline, and I've been saying that because I'm an unashamed ECW fanatic, and Paul Heyman by far is one of the best on the mic of all time, and one of the most. I think he's the best creative minds in pro wrestling history. I think he has a lot to do with the storytelling, and honestly, some of the best storylines we've ever seen in wrestling history has involved CM Punk as well. So hats off to creative. I think it's an A+, and I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm with you.
The emotion in all of them is so realistic, where I am so engaged. I think this is by far my favorite of both nights.
I think so. Yeah, I think so too. And listen, I'm with you. I think CM Punk gets a win. A+ match.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts and final grade of WrestleMania 41 Night 1.
It's going to be amazing. I'm giving it an A. There is no doubt that Night 1 is going to be amazing. I just feel like some titles are going to be switched, and I think it's about time, and I would hope so. So, yeah, it's going to be really good.
Same here. I'm giving it an A. Very, very rare our WrestleMania is less than an A. This is no exception. It's going to get an A. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, it'll set up Night 2 as well. All right, that actually wraps up this episode. What are your predictions for Night 1? Please DM us at the Chutes and Ladders. Like always, please like, share, and subscribe, both on YouTube and Spotify. Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josen.
All right, until Night 2, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Bye, friends.
Chutes and Ladders. Follow us for more content.